I'm constantly asked, and I also constantly ask, how do creative people or authors bring their words forward? I'll even sit down with musicians, and I really want to dig in and find out how they dug out that expression. That's what this is all about. Visions from afar, words that just don't appear on a page, messages that come in pieces, like broken glass on pavement. Does anyone ever put the bottle back together again? Like Humpty Dumpty. So many creative people share with me their pieces parts of how a story came together. Guitarists save their riffs. Authors whisper into their smartphones. My place of entry, hardcover books. Shards of what if. Some layered, others extremely thin. And then we face those moments when the stream becomes dry. How can a simple idea never be in full bloom like that of a rose? I've never seen a flower pasted back together. Its petals are used to bless the paths of those getting married. The physical act of creativity. How much of it is improv or ad-libbing? A chef in the kitchen, spicing things up with a pinch of energy. Does it become soup or a feast for many? One piece at a time. Hey, it's Arrow. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. I break it down. I put it out there. It doesn't have to stick, but you had a conversation about it. And that's how you begin to walk a more wiser life. Am I wiser? Sometimes. Other times? Because I like to explore. This is The Daily Mess. Putting yourself in the center of an expression. As a child, I was often accused of beating around the bush. Stop beating around the bush. Just get to the point. Rarely getting to the point. That was my job. By way of assumption, those that I associate with have always kind of figured out my message. Or have they? Did I settle by way of accepting anything? I'm not the only one that depends on being equal within the collaboration. Sharing the experience through the eyes of locating solutions. To make it stronger. The calling is to be in the center of the expression. To know what to say and accept the responsibility of standing up for what is being delivered. And then it comes to the creative outlet. Being in the center of the expression. Sometimes it's misunderstood. Then again, it's placed to the side because you just don't feel like it's important. We slide to the right, we slide to the left. Dip, baby, dip. Dip, baby, dip. Whatever it takes to reinvent, to make available for others to receive. So what the hell is this all about, right? Putting yourself in the center of an expression? A lot of people don't own their own words. They don't own their own thoughts. They rely on others to think for them. I see it every day, and I did see it with my 43 years of broadcasting. They showed up, and all they did was what the program director or the general manager said. They didn't think on their own. But when you put yourself in the center of your own expression, that can be a little ballsy because it's like, okay, I understand what you're saying, but I'm going to do this. And I think one of the greatest and best examples, Howard Stern, David Letterman, and I'll even say Stephen Colbert. These are people that stood in the center of their expressions and became stronger with their vibrations of moving not only themselves forward, but those that were following them. They grew forward, and through entertainment and through information and knowledge, things changed. So becoming part of the center of your expression is owning your own personal leadership. Try it out sometime. And the best way to do it is to do one thing. Listen to what your heart is saying. Don't pound on it in the way of saying, this is the way I want it. No, because you're being shaped. It's not always going to be exactly the way that you envisioned. Learning how to accept that will put you in a better frame of mind. And that in itself starts with, I write. Whatever your expression is, if you have to tap a little note inside your smartphone, just learn to listen. Put your thoughts on your smartphone. Go ahead and just speak openly and then go back to it a different time, maybe tomorrow, the next day, and listen to how your earlier self saw as it was coming out. Now it's up to you to build it into the new world. I'm Errol, and that's The Daily Mess.